Hey guys, so yes, the title is correct, the thumbnail is correct. This is not clickbait. I am pregnant. Yay! I had no clue. I am 26 weeks pregnant, which is just crazy. So I'm gonna just tell you guys all about it, and yeah, let's get started. So my feelings right now, I'm still in shock that I'm pregnant. I'm overwhelmed, I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous. I'm just feeling so many things right now, as you can imagine. Literally, this all came about probably 2 weeks ago, and yesterday, that's when I found out that I was 6 months along. So yeah, big shocker. I got my ultrasound done yesterday, and I was fully expecting her to be like, oh, you're 14 weeks or 15 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever, somewhere around that range. So I can feel movement, but my belly, it's really not that big. I will show you guys my belly. So here is me. I guess black is not the best to wear, but here is my belly. I don't know, maybe you think that's big, but I feel like it's not that big. But yeah, she was like, you're 6 months pregnant, and I was like, what? Literally looked at my husband. We had the same exact facial expression. We were both like, so we left that appointment just completely speechless. I mean, even today, I'm just like, holy crap, what the hell? How did that even happen? So I'm just gonna talk all about that right now. So if you didn't know, I do have a 1-year-old, Knox. You see him at the end of my videos sometimes. And he literally turned 1 on October 10th. So this baby and him are gonna be like 15 to 16 months apart. So they're gonna be very close in age. It's gonna be a crazy house, but it's gonna be fun. So I breastfed Knox exclusively up until like, I don't know, probably 3 weeks ago, and he just kind of self-weaned. He wasn't interested in breastfeeding anymore. But because I was breastfeeding exclusively, I got on a birth control right at 6 weeks postpartum that is called the mini pill. And basically there's no like estrogen in it. It's just all progestin, and it doesn't give you a period. So I actually looked it up recently and found out that it's 91% effective if you are taking it correctly. I didn't know that. I assumed it was just like other birth control, and it was 99% effective. Yeah, so this birth control did not give me a period. So let's just start there. That is one of the main reasons why I had no idea I was pregnant. Also, I have not felt sick. No sickness, not a single amount of sickness. I maybe had like 1 or 2 days where my stomach kind of hurt, but I assumed it was because I ate fast food that day, which honestly, that could have been why it hurt that day. I don't know. But yeah, so no sickness. When I was pregnant with Knox, I was crazy sick. I couldn't even get off the couch. I was so sick, and I was so sick for weeks. With Braden, my oldest, he's 13. I was so sick with him too. That's another reason why I had no idea I was pregnant, because I had zero sickness. I haven't been tired. I haven't, like, I don't know. My body literally has felt normal, which is crazy. We actually took a family trip out west to Colorado and Utah to spend some time with family. And I went hiking at like 12,000 feet elevation. You know, like, I don't know. If I would have thought I was pregnant then, I feel like I would have noticed. So yeah, I've been working out, eating healthy. I don't know, just living life normally, just assuming everything's normal. I will say that I did notice my belly getting big. Like some days it would look big, some days it would look kind of big, some days it wouldn't look that big at all. There was even a point where I was losing weight. I was almost back to my pre-pregnancy weight, and I was telling my husband, and I was so excited that I was almost at my pre-pregnancy weight. And then a couple weeks later, I like bounced back up, and I'm like, what the hell? I've been working out, eating healthy. I don't understand. Still, being pregnant never crossed my mind. But I did notice my belly some days looking big, and honestly, I assumed it was because of dairy, or it was because of gluten, or I honestly thought I had like IBS. I was this close to seeing if I could get an appointment with a primary care doctor who could send me to see like a gastroenterologist or something, because I was so convinced that I just had some stomach issues. I was just convinced. I don't know. I really thought that I was always bloated. I thought that I was just eating something and I couldn't figure out what it was that just upset my stomach all the time. So did I notice my belly getting bigger? Yeah, but like I said, I just thought I had a messed up stomach. I was taking birth control. The pregnancy never even crossed my mind. Not once. So you're probably thinking, well, didn't you feel the baby kick and move? And kind of, like, I don't know, maybe. If I did feel anything in my stomach, I just assumed it was like gas bubbles or my stomach just being all messed up because of dairy or gluten or who knows what. And like I said, this pregnancy has just been completely different than my other 2 pregnancies. Now that I think about the baby moving, it makes sense. It makes sense that it was not a gas bubble or whatever. I feel so stupid for just not even knowing. We had talked about having another child when Knox was like 2.5, not 1. The reason I decided to take a pregnancy test or even just check to see if I was maybe pregnant was because I noticed my belly button poke out, and last time my belly button poked out was when I was pregnant. So I told my husband that I just wanted to take a pregnancy test to see if I was pregnant. I didn't think I was. I just needed confirmation that I wasn't. And he was like, why? Why do you need confirmation? You're not pregnant. He's like super confused. And I was like, well, my belly's, been looking kind of big. And he was like, well, maybe you're just gaining weight. And I'm like, I don't know. So I went up to Dollar General, got 1 pregnancy test, and went back home, drank some water, waited like 45 minutes, and took it, fully expecting it to say that I was not pregnant. And literally, you guys, within 2 seconds after I peed on it, it immediately popped up that I was pregnant. It had the big old cross on it that said, "You are pregnant." And I was so shocked. I just sat there on the toilet and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I took it out to my husband and he had the same facial expression. He was just like, what? He was like, are you sure? He was like, should we go get another one? I'm like, no, trust me, these things are right. So I immediately scheduled an appointment to see my doctor, and yeah, here we are today. So it's crazy. As you can imagine, I haven't had any blood work, any testing, nothing done. I've got to do my glucose test next week, and baby looked healthy, so let's just hope and pray that he is. But yeah. But the more I think about it, the more excited I get that Knox is going to have a big brother so close in age. I always wanted this for my older son, and was never able to get that to him. So it's going to be really cool to see Knox being so close to his sibling in age and just see how they play and just go throughout life together. So I'm excited. I'm just so nervous. Knox is a lot of work, and then we throw in a little infant newborn baby on top of working and everything else I do. Yeah, feeling a little overwhelmed, but I know the first couple of years are the hardest, and then it gets easier, hopefully. So little baby will be here around January 31st, maybe February, we'll see. I will keep you guys posted, keep you updated on my little bump situation, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.